just about to get underway. Michael Busch now at the plate. This one chopped up the middle. Throws to first. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 3, Alex
King steps in now. He knows what's waiting for him, Singy. An arm of top-tier command and stuff to match.
Yeah, no freebies here, Boog. You got to earn everything when you're up against a pitcher of this caliber.
That one ripped left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. And gone! A solo shot. Home run number 20 on the year. The Mariners strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. On the ground. Whips it to first. One out in the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Luis. The batter, number 8.
King with 4 runs batted in his last game. And that one hammered and foul ball.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
And that will end the inning. Runner at third, 2 away. And first offering is fouled off. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 8-1.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
On a line, base hit. And now 2 aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And that one ripped to left. 1 away. So first and second with 1 man gone. Cal Raleigh digs in now. Line to right, base hit. Happ on his way home. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's an 8-run lead. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Up the middle. The underhand flip. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing, Dan. King really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Cracked a pair of homers.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Antonio King, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
second baseman, Antonio King.
In the air, left field, down the line. And it hooks. Foul.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And it is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. 8 straight games with a home run.
Well, tying some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Flips it from the ground. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Man at first, one away. Line drive. And that's just foul. The 0-1. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mariners.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The M's down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. Here's Josh Naylor.
Next for the Mariners, the first baseman, number 12, Josh Naylor.
And now the 0-1. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Gets away from Kelly. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Man at second. On the ground right side. He'll do it himself, and he's out. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Now a chance for Cal Raleigh. Payoff pitch. Base hit, and a run comes in. One out, runner at second. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Close play against the speedy runner. King digging in now. Nothing cooking this inning, but they've still got a shot with 2 away.
Yeah, that's all it takes, Boog. One swing, one base runner, and suddenly it's game on.
And that one hammered. Out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they close the gap. It's 7-5. These fans are really excited right now.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
King steps in now. You can bet he was watching from the on-deck circle thinking, don't worry, I got this.
Yeah, classic cleanup duty, Boo. Time to fix the mess and maybe take the credit, too.
Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
King had a sensational day, capped by the walk-off. Blasted off for 3 homers in a game.
This is the kind of game he'll never forget. He was a force all game long at the plate and won the game on a walk-off. This was a really special performance.
And a final 8-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Antonio King delivered some walk-off home run magic last game, came through in the biggest moment for his team. All eyes on the promising prospect again today. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Antonio King up next for the Mariners. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
In the air, left field. Ray has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. One down. John Ray, the next Cub to hit. On the ground, right side, King. Throws to first in time. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. And now for Seattle, Antonio King. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, these Mariners, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Fly ball down the line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
One down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Ground ball up the middle. A dive, he's got it. Throws from his knees. Got him. Nice play. And that steps in. They're down, but he's got a chance to get something going right here.
Yeah, you can't hit a grand slam with nobody on. He just needs to be the match that lights the fire here.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Ripped, but it curls foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. His 6th of the series.
Big-time players don't shy away from these spots. He knew he could change the game, and that's exactly what he just did. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
That one fouled off.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's one down.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game.
King get that hitting streak going. Had only 1 hit, but made it count with a homer.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.